All right, welcome back to Vanguard here, one of the events here on the road to the Proving Grounds. We are with the current champion of today, Mr. Filipinoman, Anton. Actually, you know what? Based on the shirt, I have to give you a hug. There we go. Because I'm a hugger too. I'm a hug. Yeah, Wednesday night hugs. There we go. So you've taken first place here. You went up against Rom. What did you consider was the hardest fight that you had to play this tournament?
Either of the Filipino people. So Rom and Ian should have beaten me.
Right, that's right. Yeah.
So probably Rom and then Ian.
Okay.
But
Okay.
not equal. Yeah.
So at this point in time, you're one of the 5 people tied for the before this today. You were one of the 5 people tied at 300, right?
Yeah.
So now you should be heavily in the lead.
No, because the way Red Bull Proving Grounds works
Uh-huh.
is that the points are very, very like condensed.
Right.
So first place gets 300 and 13th place gets 100.
Okay. Okay.
So no one gets it for free. You know what I mean?
Right, but you are in the lead right
Yeah,
now.
I am in the
so,
lead.
So you will definitely be hitting the 4th one up to try to win your opportunity to get to the battleground. I'm sorry, the Proving Grounds in Santa Monica, correct?
Yeah.
So talk to me here. I mean, obviously, you know, Street Fighter V. A lot of people like to talk about tiers and everything like that. How good do you think Chun-Li is?
I think she's on a tier on her own.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
I think she's better than Ryu by like this much. So like she's an S tier, and then like Ryu and Ken are A+ tier.
Okay.
Because I feel that she beats every character in the game except Ken, who she goes even with. I think that's the
Interesting.
only thing.
Okay. I just have to ask this. Where do you think Ken ranks in this game?
3.
3? Okay.
Yeah.
I agree, actually. But okay, so look, there's a lot of strong players here in SoCal, right? You being one of them, you're consistently always doing well at all the SoCal events, Wednesday night fights and such. But in 3 Proving Grounds now events, we've had NorCal getting into 2nd place.
Yeah, they have.
Can you describe? I mean, like obviously I've been around for a while, so I know about this 20-year NorCal-SoCal rivalry. Like, what does that rivalry mean to you as one of the, quote, newer players, even though you're kind of a veteran now, but still, what does that rivalry mean to you?
I would say that NorCal and SoCal have a friendly rivalry now. Because outside of this, before, I feel like they didn't like each other that much as they did now. Because I think the rivalry has shifted to beating international players.
Right.
Rather than
Okay.
NorCal, SoCal. But, of course, if they're on our turf, we have to beat them.
Right.
Like Chris held it down last time. Chris G held it down the first time. And then, you know, they're...
Now it was your turn.
no, they weren't here. Or Chris G was here.
Well,
but-
Rom, you know, you had to defend against
Yeah.
him, so yeah.
Yeah, so I feel that the rivalry is still there and that they push us to become better than them. So if they're getting better, we're getting better. But that's the
Right.
same thing internally as well.
Right.
Yeah, so like,
So, I mean, you know, we made the joke about Wednesday night hugs here. We just gave each other hugs and everything. But I mean, like, what does that mean about the SoCal scene? Obviously, you know, you guys are all very close with each other, right? And
Yeah.
do you feel like that is one of the SoCal's biggest strengths?
absolutely, because outside of just games, my friends in game are basically my same friends that I hang out with outside of the game.
Right.
If you saw the birthday party I held this year,
Yeah,
you saw
yeah.
basically all of SoCal
Yeah.
there at my house celebrating my birthday.
Right, right.
So it's mostly like we get along enough to trust them to even come over to my house, because you know that's kind of a big deal if you really think about
Oh,
it.
yeah, for sure.
You
for
don't
sure.
let any random just go into your house. So like,
Right.
if you trust them enough to invite them over,
Right.
they become your friend and then they practice with you. And of course, you don't want your friend to be better than you. So it's like, remember in high school when you wanted your friend to do well, but deep down inside you didn't want him to do better than you.
Right.
That's kind
I
of
mean,
what
I assume I can't remember that far back, but in any case, but no. So let's talk Capcom Pro Tour here, real
Yeah.
quick, right? So, do you know where you're in the runnings in terms of points for Capcom Pro Tour?
I have not won any ranking events, so I'm kind of like low on the points. I'm like number 50.
Okay.
I believe.
Okay.
So my best bet is to either do it through Proving Grounds or doing it through North American ranking
Tournaments like
points.
oh
Yeah.
right, like
But I
SCR
won't-
coming up or something like that, right?
Exactly, but I will not qualify on global leaderboards. I don't think, because I'm not
Okay.
going to enough tournaments.
Oh, I see.
So Chris is like at 400 points.
Right.
So he's gonna get the global leaderboard.
Right. Yeah. So I mean, how much would it mean to you to make it to Capcom Cup?
It would mean a lot because I've been playing this game for 8 years, and being in SoCal, you always live in these players' shadows.
Right.
It's always Snake Eyes Chris, Snake Eyes Chris.
Mhm.
But then they're missing me. So I have to prove myself.
Right.
And, you know, I try to do it every year at EVO, but I always fall
Dude, you like
short.
9th place, like 9th or 13th, like every year, right?
Yeah, so people forget about me, but, you know, that's why you just slither in to
right.
victories every now and again.
So you were talking about how like living in the shadows and such like that. Look, SoCal has always been one of the premier spots, right? Does that put any pressure on you to feel like I'm in SoCal, I have to keep this trend of SoCal being one of the strongest?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Because, you know, you're only as strong as the people you play against. So if I'm not strong, how is Chris going to be strong? Or,
okay.
I mean, Snake Eyes recently moved, but, like,
Right.
how is everyone, how is Chris G going to be strong if I'm not strong?
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I mean, obviously, you are definitely one of the strongest players. I mean, even though, like I said, you're a very young person, but you've been playing the game for 8 years, so you're a veteran at this point in time. But great job to you, and congratulations.
Thank
and
you so much.
we have a salty Rom in the background. But great job again. Let's get another hug in here. Good job, good job, good job, and congratulations. And thanks everybody
Thank
for
you.
tuning in to the Red Bull Proving Grounds. You see all leading up to the Battlegrounds, which will be taking place on November 4th through 6th at the Seattle Center Exhibition Hall. You do not want to miss it. But thanks for tuning in. Peace out, everybody.
Thank you for having me.